Here is a brief snapshot of how, when we're taking a private company to market, and I'll tell you, public company sales are fairly similar. But when we're preparing and taking a private company to market, these are the steps that we take. Now, I could probably talk about this slide for an hour, but I won't. And we have lots of stories. But essentially, these are the steps. So when we first start looking at a company, even before we're engaged, we do an assessment of valuation and saleability. Then when we're engaged, we start the preparation, the go-to-market documents, as we call them, executive summary, teaser is another word for that, as well as information memorandum or management presentation, plus buyer's list. And we usually prepare a buyer's list that can be anywhere from 100 to 200 strategic contacts worldwide. Then we reach out, contact the prospects. We have a variety of ways of doing this. Get NDAs signed, generate interest in the opportunity, start some negotiations with the interested buyers, have some discussions on valuation, and then we set a deadline date for letters of intent, bid letters, indications of interest. There are many different terms for this, this written form. And then from there, we step through, engage in some further negotiations. And these steps can kind of go back and forth. Then call for some final letters of intent. And then sometimes put forward a definitive purchase agreement, what we call a seller-friendly one, to be signed, and then go exclusive with one buyer, dive into deep due diligence, the definitive agreement, and closing. Now, a couple comments about working with other professionals. I want to mention that the right kind of corporate M&A attorney is absolutely critical in especially this part of the process, from the letter of intent on. A professional such as Craig Lilly, who has worked on many M&A deals over the years. It's absolutely important to have the right attorney. And in the preparation phase, the right CPA to have the financials reviewed and ideally audited. So good financials are really important. And one final point, how long does this take? Typically 6 months minimum. I have sold companies faster, but 6 months minimum, 8, 9 months sometimes if things, happen in the marketplace or with the company. So that's a pretty quick overview.